Well, hello there. Well, hello there, Team Memorex. Welcome to another edition of Let's Get Visible. Visible. I want to get visible. Okay, let's get visible. 30 days of live streams with Laura. And I'm Laura, your friend, your marketing partner in crime to help you get more visible so you could attract the clients that you've been looking to attract, that you could have the most impact that you want, that you could grow your network with the people that you want to be around that's going to help you get higher and higher and higher and reach your goals. And you could just have more all around impact and influence. So, welcome to 30 Days of LinkedIn Lives, Facebook Lives, and also YouTube Lives. And I'm Laura, as I said earlier. And who are you? Please drop it in the comments. Let me know what your name is and what part of the world you're tuning in from. And when you do that, you will be entered into my draw for a $200 hotel savings card that's good at over a million hotels worldwide, over 8,000 car rentals, over 8,000 car rental uh, companies, and also for thousands of activities and attractions all around the world. So, Margaret, you're in for tomorrow's draw. How are you doing, my friend? I'm going to call you. I got your message. We're going to talk. As soon as I finish this, I didn't want to do another 9 o'clock today. So I was like, I've got to get on live and just share six things. Six things or six different ways that you can increase your visibility. I know I talked about it earlier just last week, but it bears repeating because really, no one likes a silent leader. No one really wants to do business with or will do business with someone if they can't see them, if they don't get to know them, if they don't learn more about how they can help solve their problems and the challenges that they're facing. So, as much as it's easy for us to stay behind email, and I love email, don't get me wrong, or behind a computer screen and social and just scrolling and taking all the information and things that you're getting online, when you finally start to put yourself out there in a variety of different ways, whatever works for you and where in ways that your clients are going to be actually taking in that content, then that's how you're going to be able to position yourself as that leader so that they will say, hey, I need some LinkedIn training. I keep remembering that Laura girl. I need to call her. Or whatever area that you are in, that's what you want people to be doing because they see you all the time. All right, so I want to just get into it. Six things because I just heard my son is home and he's going to barge through that door any second. So let me just get these six things out, get you some information, and challenge you to actually think about how am I going to step up my marketing game and get visible. All right. Now, I don't know. Okay, I'm hearing him. I'm hearing him. I'm hearing him. Maybe he's taken the clue to say, when mommy's door is closed, I'm not going to come in because she's recording. I hope that's what it was. I wonder. It's been raining and it's just stopped. Now the sun is coming out. I'm going to see the Bee Gees tonight. Not like you really want to know. Well, it's really the Fijis because it's really not the Bee Gees. It's a review down in Unionville. And I hope that this rain stops. It was really bad, but it was good. My grass will get green. Anyways, number one, the first way that you can increase your visibility, my favorite way, is with LinkedIn. LinkedIn, if I think everybody needs to be on LinkedIn. I've talked about it before. I don't know why people still have not realized how game changing, life changing LinkedIn can be for their business, for their network overall. A lot of people still have it in their mind that LinkedIn is just for getting a job or finding talent. And that is so far from the case. I beat that, like I just kept hammering that down on probably day one or day two of this live challenge. But I've got to say it again. I think everybody needs to be on LinkedIn. And so if you know someone who is not on LinkedIn, who thinks that okay, the way for me to get my clients and to really grow my business is to be on the other platforms, yes, If that's where your audience is, you need to be there too. But if you want to really position yourself as a leader to other business leaders, and you want to be able to reach out to other business owners, if you want to, well, I can't say the other ways because I'm going to come to those in a second. But if you really want to position yourself as a leader, as someone who can solve problems, if you want to be able to just have people see your body of work, they're not going to go to Facebook. They're going to go to LinkedIn because LinkedIn is what has everything about you if you're updating it, right? And so I think everybody needs to have a profile on LinkedIn. Everybody needs to have a profile, an optimized profile, and you also need to be doing some things to grow your network. It's a great place to find vendors. It's a great place to find other collaborators. Everybody just needs to be on LinkedIn. And if you need help with LinkedIn, then you know who to call. You know who to call. I'm taking bookings for training sessions, workshops. So if you need to get yourself trained on LinkedIn on how to use it, or your team trained, then you need to send me a message. All right. Okay. So number one, LinkedIn. Everybody needs to be on LinkedIn. And not only just being on LinkedIn, but sharing content, engaging on other people's content. So here I am, I'm sharing this live stream. You could be in the chat and you could be commenting and engaging. And when you comment and engage on LinkedIn, what happens is your name and your title or your headline shows up and your picture. What better way to keep popping up in front of the people that you want to get to know or you want to start a conversation with than by having your name, your photo, and your headline come up along with whatever comment that you're sharing. So LinkedIn is a great place to do that. You need to take advantage of LinkedIn and start to share content and start to engage on other people's contents. All right. So number one is LinkedIn. Number two is you need to come up with your own resources. I like books. I'm in the self-publishing space. I've created a few different books and I have a few of them that by the end of this year I need to have them out. But have writing your own book or publishing your own book is a great way to position yourself as a leader. And you can write on any topic that you have interest in or that you are knowledgeable in. Any type. My books, I got to show you my books, right? Okay. Look at these two books. These are the two that I did. Isn't this a nice picture? Okay, so I wrote these two, right? They're activity books for kids. When I posted these books, I made a quick little post and I shared that I was writing them. The amount of visibility that I received just by sharing the books, because the books are great because they help our young readers or our young learners learn how to write. And they also teach them about 26 different industries or different career options they have when they're growing up. When they grow up, they can be whatever they want to be. Uh, These books were it was like that aha moment when I realized, boy, I could create a book that's going to add value, it's going to help people, and I could also use it to share and talk about what it interests me. And these really have a special place in my heart because one of the parts I've mentioned this before, but my son, he has this eye. We would go in. Let's say I went and I would um, every time I changed my oil, as soon as he walked in the car, he would notice as soon as I had had that oil change, whether or not I told him that I was going, right? Because a lot of times I didn't tell him. I would just go during the day and then come. And then the first time that he's in the car, hey, you changed the oil thing. His attention to detail was crazy. When we're driving on the street, I can't tell you the amount of times we're driving on the street. Who is paying attention to the cars that are going the opposite direction or that are on the opposite side of a big four-way intersection? I'm not. Keeping my eyes on the road to make sure that I drive straight and I'm not speeding and I'm staying in my lane. He is seeing people that, you know, people that we don't even see all the time. He's pointing them out on the street. So because of that, I say all of that to say, Q in my book was for quality control. So this is the girl's book, but this is quality control because he has an eye for things. So this is why these books were so they have a special place in my heart because even though a lot of people say, okay, well, what's he gonna do when he grows up? I knew that he has skills that he's going to be able to use as he grows up and moves on and he becomes an adult. And his keen attention to detail, I wanted to say that something having to do with quality control would be something that would be great for him. And so that's why these books, they're not related to LinkedIn, but they're related to something that was near and dear to my heart. So, what is it that you are interested in that you can speak about? I was just talking to now a good friend of mine, and she has written some books on dementia, Christiana, and that is her area that she wants to really start the conversation on. And so she's written several books about that. And there's got to be something that you know about, and it could be related to your work, or it could be related to an interest, a social cause, a another type of interest, a hobby that you have that you can write a book about. They're great. Great, 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 great to position yourself as a leader in whatever industry, whatever area you want to position yourself as a leader in or as a knowledgeable expert in. Okay? So write your book. And on that note, another little thing that I've got to tell you is mark your calendars for November 11th, Saturday, November 11th. I'll be sharing some details next week. I think next week I'll be sharing more details as to our second. So you still want to write a book. We're going to be having another book workshop. And so I'm sure if you have a book on your mind, experiences or things that you want to get out and share your story, then you want to join us. Saturday, November 11th. The details are coming. I don't even have all of the details 100% ready to give you, but we've got the most important parts ready. Next week, I'm going to share with you the details, the where, when, registrations, and all that kind of stuff. But the bottom line is you need to consider writing your own book, writing a book, writing a book, writing a book. Okay. And it could be a variety of different books. It could be fiction. It could be nonfiction. It could be recipe books if you like recipes. It could be activity books, journals, log books. It could be coloring books. It could be self-help books, poetry, so many different types of books. Write a book, have that to your name. Just the ability to say that you are a published author just immediately elevates you to another level. And you don't have to go the publisher route. Matter of fact, most people can't go the publisher route, go with a big publishing house. You can't do that right off the bat. Um, so that should not be a reason for you to say, okay, I can't go the publisher route, so I'm not going to write something. You can do it. You can do it. Definitely you could do it. So that's number two. Okay. Write a book. Number three, this is the third way that you could increase your visibility. You could position yourself as a leader, as an expert in your field, or whatever area that you want to be known for, and you want to just increase your visibility. The third way that you could do is collaboration. I spoke about it already, but I'm going to say it again. Collaborations are the name to the game, really and truly. I'm just talking about, I was mentioning about the event that we're going to be having in November 11th. So you still want to write a book workshop on Saturday, November 11th. I'm collaborating with my good friend Susan Fromstein. And it's an amazing experience because we both bring different things to the table. I have my community, she has her community. I have my area of expertise. I for the first collaboration that we did, the first event that we did, I have more the journals and the activity books and the low medium content books. She has a lot more of the high content books, the murder mysteries, the business books. We were able to combine our strengths, combine our skills and our knowledge and know-how to really have a great event and to be able to impact our community on a greater level than I think either of us could have done on our own. So when you collaborate, you really get the best of both worlds. And you could collaborate with two people, three people, how many other people, as long as you have the same type of a work ethic, the same type of focus and a commitment to doing something on a high level and to bringing all of your skills together, the impact that you can have is tremendous. So find somebody that you can do some type of a collaborative project with. It could be an event. It could be a live stream. It could be a podcast. It could be a book or something. What can you come up with? Who can you work with that you can be introduced to their network and their community, more visibility, and who can you work with that you can introduce to your community? Again, more visibility, more reach, more exposure, and you're both working towards a common goal of growing your business, growing your influence, growing your network, all of that good stuff. But when you come together and you are helping somebody else succeed, you are going to succeed as well. So collaborations are the name of the game. The name of the game. Try it out. Try it. I think you'll like it. All right. Number four. Four. But before I do number four, I think it's time to do a draw. I think it's time to do a draw for a $200 hotel savings card. And matter of fact, I have to tell you, all of the people who comment on the live streams, at the end of the live stream, the 30 days, I'm going to be doing a couple of draws for a complimentary hotel stay getaway to either Las Vegas, Niagara Falls, or Ottawa. If you want to be entered, then you have to at least comment on this live stream. And I'm going to collect all of the names and all of the times that you commented. Every day you get a ballot every time you comment, and then you will be entered into my draw. So you want to comment. All right. That being said, all right. Drum roll. The winner for the today's hotel savings card is Sudisha N. Yay, Sudisha, you won. Yay. All right. So need to send you a message, or if you can send me either, we'll get it connected. I'll get your email, and then I will be able to send you out your hotel savings card. All right. So back to our six ways. It really should be five. I know it's three is a great way to remember things, or five, and I chose odd number. I'm going against everything that I tell people to do because I just didn't want to leave one of these out, and then I didn't want to make it to go to seven. All right, so number four is speaking. Speaking is an amazing way to position yourself as a leader. No one really follows silent leaders, all right? And so you need to, even if you're scared, you need to get over that. Even if you're scared of riding a bike, you need to get on a bike and you need to practice that. And the more you practice, the better you're going to get. If you're scared of speaking up and sharing all of your knowledge and your wisdom, then it's going to really pose a problem for people to actually be seeing you as a leader. And people can do it. I mean, yes, there's a lot of people who are deathly scared, or they hide behind um, everybody else and they don't take the stage. Okay, fine. But I'm saying you don't have to be that person. You don't have to be that person. You can leverage speaking to grow your business, to grow your visibility, to grow your influence. And you don't have to start out saying that you're going to start speaking to thousands of people. You could speak to 5 people, 20 people, 10 people. There are so many different organizations that would like to have a speaker to speak. There are so many ways that you can share your wisdom, different groups. You can start speaking off small, and then as you go, you just build that up. But there's really no shortage of places that you could speak at, and there's no there really is no shortage. It's the place that you could speak at, and share what you know. A great place to practice if you are concerned that you don't want to go out there and you just don't want to start to speak without any practice, join a Toastmasters club. Join a Toastmasters club because that hands down, no matter what the membership fee is for that year, hands down is the cheapest way for you to get stage time. Hands down. Toastmasters is a organization. They have clubs all over the world, and you meet on a weekly or biweekly or monthly basis. Monthly is a little bit too little, but I would hope it's a weekly or biweekly. Find a club that's weekly or biweekly, and you have opportunities to speak and to lead and to practice your public speaking and your communication skills. Great place, safe environment for you to practice how to speak. So if you don't know how to speak and you're scared of doing that, go to toastmasters.org. There's a thing right at the top, a tab, find a club that you can go to and join and practice your public speaking skills. Okay, enough said about that. Speaking is a great way. Speaking is a great way. When you speak about something and people start to hear you speak and share your wisdom and your knowledge, when they have a challenge, they're going to say, "Okay, well, I need I need Margaret, I need Laura, I need Mark to come and speak and train my team or give me that coaching or to speak at my event." All right? So, great opportunity, great visibility, and boy, all the content that you could create from videos and clips of you on stage. And just when people see that, it's positioning you as a leader because most people don't want to take the stage. But when you have the proof that you're speaking in front of audiences and you are impacting people, it's a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing. All right. So speaking, that's number 4. Number 5, networking events. Network events. I mean, really, a lot of people want to, you know, s- I was going to say something. A lot of people want to discount the power of networking events, but I'm telling you, they're very powerful. Great way to build relationships. Relationships are the name of the game. People want to get to know who they're doing business with. They want to know, like, and trust the people that they are going to be doing business with. What better way to go out and network and meet with people, right? You do online networking on LinkedIn. Get some in-person events going. Find a couple groups, 1 or 2 groups that you can go to on a regular basis. Okay, don't just think that find 10 different groups and then go to one each event and then don't go back for another 6 months. Don't do that. Find a group that you can go to every month or every week or however it is and build those relationships. Build those relationships. Okay, and here's another thought. If you are a Toastmaster, or let me not even just say the group. Let's say that there's a larger networking group that you belong to. If you can add that into the groups that you're on LinkedIn, and then you could do searches to see who else is actually part of that other group. And then you can connect with those people because you have a common bond, right? So it's a great way to grow your network even more online, but in person, it's a great thing to do. Now, I want you to even think about taking the networking thing a step further and attend other people's networking events. Yes, but why not host your own? Why not host your own networking event or your own networking event, your own retreat, your own workshop, your own? I think a couple times I've already mentioned that, as I said, I've talked about this already this last week. It's amazing once you create your own event, people will see you again. They'll see you as that leader. They'll see you as the person, the go-to person, right? So I can't say enough how valuable hosting your own event is. So you can host your own networking event and call it a networking event. I used to host Connor Speaks and Mingles for a couple years, and I'm going to start that back up again. But it was great. It was great. We met every month. We had public speaking, or we had speaking activities, we had games, we had food, we had guest speakers, we had a lot of mix and mingling going on. And it was a great way to have people on a regular basis, same people coming in, new faces coming in all the time. And I promoted the heck out of it before, during, and after. And so all that social media content, all that reinforcing in people's heads when they would see me on the different platforms, you know, it was ingrained. Okay, well, I'm coming to Connor Speaks and Mingles this month or next month. And it's positioning, and it's also just creating a community for yourself, okay? And for your business. So you could create a community, you could create an event that really draws people to you, and where you can actually influence on a greater, more regular basis by when you host your own event. So hosting your own events are good. With Susan and I, we're doing the So You Still Want to Write a Book workshop. And so that's a special event. You can have your own Zoom classes, you could have your own um, mix and mingle networking. It doesn't have to be a networking event. You can have a book reading club if you wanted. You could have hiking if you like to do that. If you like to have retreats, day long, afternoon long, weekend long, week retreats, you can do that. Host your own event. That's all I could say. They could be free, they could be paid. You know what would be best suited for your audience and for your network. But just host your own event. Did I say that enough? All right. So those are the six. Those are the six. Now, I know I didn't talk about a whole bunch of things. I know. There are so many ways that you can increase your visibility, grow your network, attract your ideal client, position yourself as a leader. I know there's a whole bunch of platforms, a whole bunch of different activities. I only gave you six. What else would you add to the list? And I only gave you six because those are six that really, really I get all excited when I talk about them. There are still more, but how long do you want to stay here with me? I mean, really? I'm going to go see the Bee Gees tonight. So I don't think you want me to be here. Well, I don't really want to be here too long, but you probably maybe you're going to see the Bee Gees too. Maybe you're going to watch football tonight. Who are you going for with the football tonight? I have choices, football and the Bee Gees. Anyways, all I'm saying is, what other ways do you use to increase your visibility, to get in front of your ideal client? I would love to know. Any podcasters out there? Mark, I'm surprised I don't see Mark today. Mark was on last night really late, and I was like, whoa, thank you, Mark, for showing up. But he does podcasting. Do you do podcasting? If you do, how's that working? I think that'd be great. One thing that I really liked about being on LinkedIn was when I would just be posting, and I've got numerous podcasts and video interviews opportunities just from posting on LinkedIn, not going out asking about it, just posting about what I loved. And a lot of interviews and a lot of opportunities came just from that. So LinkedIn is a great place to position yourself as a great podcast guest, or great guest for interviews, or to in magazines and things like that. It's great. So let me know, put in the comments, what do you like to do as far as uh, events, opportunities, different activities that you could do to increase your visibility. All right. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I've had a lot of fun sharing that. I'm probably going to talk about it again, because I really think these are simple ways that people can just get out of their box, get out of their comfort zone, get out of the box, and really increase your visibility and increase the amount of exposure that you get. So I'm probably going to talk about it again. If I do, just pretend that you didn't hear, and then take it in and then take action on it, okay? And then on that note, I'm going to say it's been fun. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'm going to see you tomorrow, and I have a lot of I have several of my friends lined up that I'm going to be bringing onto this live stream. So I'm getting back in my game. And so I'm just getting more comfortable with this. But I have some of my friends that are going to be sharing some game on the different ways that things that they do to help their clients get visible. And I want you to join me. But until then, I'm going to say have a good evening. And I will see you tomorrow. Remember, comment, Team Memorex, comment on the live stream. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day number 8. Take care. Peace.